Looks like we're live. Yeah, I do remember where I was yesterday. Not yesterday. What was it? What's today? Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Yeah, I think I was sort of frustrated by the window. Surprisingly, I read something interesting yesterday. Been reading this book. It's called Zen. No, yeah, Zen and Art of Motorcycle Maintenance. And I read something specific about why I got frustrated. And it was because, so he was talking about like quality and caring when you do things. And he mentions that like you get stuck when you try to do too many things at once, or there's something you got to do, but you're really looking forward to like the secondary things you'll get to do. For instance, I just wanted to like make this a slice so that I could see if the window was dynamic. So my main focus was on the window, like the end result, and I totally negated. And in my head, I was like, seems quite simple to change an array to a slice. So it's almost like something you got to get through so that you can do the real thing or like see the real thing. And it happens to me quite a lot, and it builds up frustration when I get stuck on things that I think I shouldn't get stuck on. And it's been happening since I've been programming, or anything else for that matter. Well, it was quite good to know. Maybe it helps you. So I'm gonna try and focus on doing the current thing that I'm doing, and then move forward from there. All right, so let me remove this. So I gotta make this into a slice that I can then change later. Is it readable? Maybe I'll make it a bit bigger. It looks better. Right. So let me look at, what is it called again? Memory. Let me make this into a slice. It doesn't need to be an added list because it's not that often that the capacity is going to change, or the size of the array needs to change. Is the same type game? No, it's the off-screen buffer. So I need a slice here. Could be on the heap. Kind of needs to be now. Zig. Documentation slices. A slice is a pointer and the length. The difference between an array and a slice is that the array's length is part of the type and known at compile time, whereas slice's length is known at runtime. Okay, so yeah, Serena. Where does it create? Just create. But I think you use create when you have a. Is that a way to stand it? Okay, tour. You need a type and size. I guess what I could do is what happens when you use, what's it called? Hash? No. An added list. Do I have an added list here? Oh, forget. Hmm. lines managed. I think this doesn't take size. Okay, so what I'm going to do is get dot initial window. Render. Okay, I can put it here. I think it's 32 height. That's a slice of. Yep, both width and height are U32. But is this correct? Is it I and J? Or is it the other way around? Yeah, I think it's the other way around. This should be height. And this should be width. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I need say slice of U32 equals, and it needs allocator. Is it just called alloc? Maybe. Turns a slice of T. Can T be a slice of something? Okay, let's make this undefined. We'll call this X and Y. Y and X. On the other way around. That should be Y. Should be X. Memory of... Yeah, actually this could work. IJ. Actually, it doesn't need to go through. It's the Y. Needs type and size. So type is here 32, and then X. Yeah. Oops. Okay, I think that could work. See if it works. Oh, I can add a catch. Unreachable for now. The address set I itself is not available. Which actually does make sense. So it needs to be this is the part that I'm not really sure about. Because if I try to, let's say, allocator.alloc 2, y, this will only return a slice of t. This won't work. What if I remove this? Yeah. Okay, that's not really bad. Segmentation fold that address. Okay, I know why that's happening. So now, where do I use this? Width, window height. Create pixmap. It's fine. Oh yeah, here. No, I think this is fine too. Yeah, render. Yeah, here we go. I think this doesn't need solidity pointer. Let's go. There's a little bit more fixing to do, but I think why is the top of the window missing? Let me check render. Create image. Fix buffer memory. Create image. Width first. Yep, that's correct. Height. Bitmap pad. Bytes per line. Yeah, that looks right. Size of view 32 times buffer the window width. Why is this weird line in there? Something is weird. Not exactly sure what. actually, before I do anything, let me try resize. So configure, notify. Not sure which event. Figure event. Events, yeah, there we go. And types. That's the one I need. Configure event. X, Y, and width. Okay, so that's what I need. I need this. Global green buffer. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Dot window height. Event endcast. Event dot x. X configure. And then change to width. Where do I set the memory? Let me just move this here. Green buffer. Maybe just move these. Yeah, get the memory first. The rest can happen after. X configure. the memory. And this will be and dot. Hang on. CO32 is configure dot width. Can just be height, width. Okay, so I think that should where did it go? Yeah. So now, and then it'll update, it'll render again. Game update and render should work. It's not a problem. Why is it empty? Segmentation for altered address. And a debug. And I think I might have to check something here. My guess is height and width are empty. It's weird. Doesn't even get to that place. Is it because I mean the only change I made is here. Unless something else needed to be loaded first. segmentation folder, that address, mem move back unaligned libx11, unwind information for is not available, trace may be incomplete. Weird. Hang on, because I think it needs to be no, actually, because I thought it was global. Let me undo. Okay, so it's not because of that. That's weird. And the only thing I changed is move these. That's weird. Why is bad address on X server? Let me just comment this out for now. I mean, is it the right event? Events when client wanting information about actual changes on Windows states such as size, position, border, and stacking order. Oops. Let me just print these. If height not equal to off screen, a photo window height, and width. Well, I think it should be over. As long as one of them is different. Right. So when I move it around, it's fine. So now when I stretch the window, should resize the buffer. Okay, at least, I mean, it doesn't crush. I think that's a good sign, because now I can stretch the window. The memory is getting. Excuse me, sorry. Okay, so the memory is getting stretched, no problems. So now I just gotta fix render. Yeah, leave that in there. Game update and render. In the background. Get rid of that. Right. The background is kind of fine because it's always, well, I mean, should try printing a different background. Let's make it blue. Oh yeah, need to fix the blending method. Oh, maybe I just fix that now. Alpha. Alpha is U8. So make this U32. Okay. So now I should be able to make this blue. Okay, so when I stretch, okay, no. I think I know why this is happening. So it stays at the initial width. So the initial width, it's fine, but as soon as I well, it's not really fine. I think it could be my render. think I know why. When I create pixmap. Okay, so it's based on the initial window width. Okay, that makes sense. Destination picture. I think all of these need to be updated. Because the context depends on the pixmap, and the source picture depends on the pixmap as well. Okay, let's copy these. Then here. Don't need these. What's that now? Updated format. Oops. Updated WA. Maybe that's better. Okay, let's go. I mean, it's not perfect. I mean, it's quite crazy. The FPS is like 20. And I still need to figure out why does this... Why is this shit on the top? Move to a method. Maybe. Yeah, I think I could just have a method on this. Function, yeah, function reset date xmap. New height u32 new width. Turns nothing. Yeah, let's just call that for now. Hang on. Self x11. Because I think ideally I want to have fewer to-dos, not more. Just grab all of these. window. I mean, excuse me. So the new, I just pass in height. Just get rid of this. Wait. Okay. Let's call it set pixmap. Although that's not what it's doing. Well, it's fine for now. Where's window? Here. Okay, and then I think I can move all of these. x11.set pixmap. So what I called it? Yep. The needs bubble of screen buffer the window it. Why does that look off? Is it the width first? Usually it's height. Or maybe it's usually height. And then this is the only place I use the width. Yeah. Configure. Width, comma, height. Oh. I should really pass the same order. Width and then height. WIDTH. This should Okay, that's better. Missing struct. Where is X11? The window equals 0. Defined. I mean, that's not what I expected. The only thing I can think of, I'm mixed up the height and the width. Set pix map here. I think it should be width first. Create pix map. Create pix map. Yeah, it should be width first. Okay, that's kind of sorted. Okay. And there's a few problems, at least. I think the first one is this top bar. So I don't know why. It did happen before. I can't remember why. I think the only thing I can think of is render composite. No, it's not this. Yeah, I think it's the image. But my pad is 32, which is correct. Create image. Bytes per line. What if I specifies the number of bytes in the client image between the start of one scan line and the start of the next? Is there like a default? What if I pass in 0? It's still kind of there. Okay. These. Ah, I see why. Well, I know, but that's a different problem. That's much easier to fix. This top bar. Don't get it. Why? Okay, I think I'm gonna call it a day there. Window can now be resized. So there are new problems. I think that's something I can figure out tomorrow. I did fix that problem once before, but don't remember how. But I think it was like last month or even longer. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out tomorrow. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a day there. It's another short one, but okay. All right. I hope you have a good one. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Yeah. And yep, that's it. See ya.